My introduction won't be nearly as exciting as Tom Lilly's, but I will have a job tomorrow. 2 to 3 minutes, really? Man, my players didn't even understand the joke. Jeez. I'm honored to be here introducing Korie Lebeda as the only second volleyball inductee to be in the Hall of Fame. When I arrived at Creighton 11 years ago, I had just hired Paul Gieselman, who's here today, and he'd been coaching in the Omaha area for many years, and Paul told me about an Omaha Marian sophomore by the name of Korie Lebeda. He sold me on the fact that she had 2 older sisters who were stud volleyball players, came from a great family, and I think his quote was, and the youngest might be the best of the bunch. But her sisters are here, so I'm not going to get into whether that's actually true. But just like her sisters, I can tell you that Korie was an incredible athlete for us and is an even better person. Korie earned a starting role as a freshman and never looked back. She started as setter every match of her career, and the only significant injury she ever suffered was 1 year, about 2 weeks after our season. In December, during a USA volleyball tryout, she broke a bone in her wrist, and it healed right before the spring season started. I always told her she was the best player I ever had in selecting a time to get injured. Korie was a member of the all-freshman team her first year setting, and then was a first-team all-conference player her sophomore, junior, and senior years. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the Lebeda family. Cindy and Jim are her parents, and they are here, her grandfather Howard, and I think almost like 2/3 of the crowd is Lebeda family. Those that know this crew, an extended family of about 60 people get together for Sunday dinners, and I mean, it's just really a phenomenal group. Just really outstanding people, and I think Cindy and Jim, I mean, you guys have just raised 3 outstanding daughters and should be so proud. Korie and her teammates, several of them that are here tonight, are a huge part of why Creighton volleyball is where it is today. 2 of Korie's 4 years here, we landed just outside the NCAA tournament bubble. Although very disappointing, it was still an amazing achievement where the program had come during Korie and her teammates' tenure. Physically, obviously, to get this type of honor, all of these Hall of Fame inductees were incredible athletes. But Korie is a great leader and a great person. I think this is a great testament of the type of person she is. Soon after she found out about the award, she gave me a call and said so many gracious things, but very early in the conversation, she said, "I'd really love to have as many teammates there because this is an honor for all of us." Korie's never been about herself. I would have to get on her as a setter to dump the ball more, and she'd always say, "Well, I don't want to take swings away from the hitters." Korie, she spent a few years after she graduated in the business world, but Korie's love of volleyball took her back to the game. She's now the graduate assistant for Division II Power Wayne State. Korie, I just want to say I'm so proud of what you've accomplished here, and I'm proud of what you're doing in life, and I'm proud to call you a friend. Congratulations to Korie Lebeda.
All right, well, first and foremost, I want to congratulate Hall of Fame inductees, Laura, Rusty, of course the student athletes being honored, everyone over there, the J-backers. Thank you very much, Hall of Fame committee. Huge thanks to any and everyone involved in that selection process. I appreciate it more than I could ever express. The Alumni Association, Anna Nubel, you and your crew were amazing. Thank you. My parents, again, Jim and Cindy, I cannot thank you enough. You were my first coaches in elementary school. You missed countless days of work to be at every match of my collegiate career, and you're the most dedicated people I know. My sisters, Kristen and Kylie, thank you for attacking volleyballs at my head when I was little to teach me the game, that I could be so fortunate enough to have so many wonderful experiences with the game that I love. My extended family, as Kirsten noted, half the room over here. There are so many of you here tonight, aunts, uncles, cousins, friends. Thank you all for being so supportive over the years. So many of you attended matches, and some still do, which I think is awesome. You guys are phenomenal. I have to thank everyone from the Creighton family as well, former teammates, parents of former teammates. It's such an awesome, awesome thing that the Creighton family extends so far, so thank you guys for being here too. Paul Gieselman and my former coaches in attendance tonight. Rochelle Rolfs, my former high school coach at Marion, Deb Graffington, Amy Noel, my club coaches. All of you guys coached a number of great Creighton athletes, not just myself, so thank you for all of your support of the whole program, not just me. Paul Gieselman, former associate head coach at Creighton, thank you for rearranging your schedule to be here. Angie Behrens, you're awesome. Thank you for coaching me. Coach Booth, you are amazing as a coach, a mentor, a friend. Thank you for continuing to be so involved in alumni relations and so passionate about Creighton volleyball. It is truly inspiring. The Creighton athletic staff, Bruce Rasmussen. I can remember when I was at Creighton as a student athlete, Ras would run into me occasionally on campus and say, Lebeda, you know what, you are my second favorite volleyball player. And I'd give him a puzzled look and he'd say, behind all the other ones. So Ras, I just want to let you know that you're my second favorite AD behind all the other ones. No. I'm just kidding. You've done so much for Creighton athletics. It's truly unbelievable, so thank you. Carol Ketchum, Sarver, Mark Burgers, Rob Anderson, you're still the world's greatest SID. Father Lannon, thank you for everyone on the academic side. You guys are all awesome. Anyone else I may not have mentioned, I know there's a lot there, I apologize. There is someone I intentionally saved for last, my grandfather, Howard Rudloff. A funny story about him, my sister and brother-in-law coach at Papillion La Vista High School, which happens to be the rival team of my alma mater, Marion, and most of my family attended there. It's a big tradition. My grandpa attends the matches still, and he wears two shirts. The bottom shirt was in support of Marion when they played, and the top shirt was in support of Papillion. And Coach Rolfs approached him one day and said, Howard, why are you wearing a Papillion shirt? And he said, oh no, I have a Marion shirt on underneath. I wear my Marion shirt closest to my heart. And I thought that was the coolest thing. And actually tonight, he informed me that he's wearing a collared Creighton shirt under his sweater, which is just amazing because I know that he wears Creighton very close to his heart too. So Grandpa, thank you for teaching me to have pride in the schools that I've attended, and that it may be possible to simultaneously support two rival schools. I'm truly honored to be standing up here representing the teams I was fortunate to be a part of. These teams are truly the reason for my presence here. These teams took a chance on a fairly unknown Creighton team at the time that hadn't had a whole lot of success. And I think that certainly says something about the individuals on the teams and the teams themselves. They truly laid the foundation for what is now a nationally known, accomplished Creighton volleyball program that continues to grow each year. When I attended Creighton, we didn't have near as many fans on a consistent basis. We played at the Civic Auditorium. We never made it to the NCAA, but we ended our careers hungry. And I think that hunger got passed on throughout the years, and it's just so exciting to see where the program's at now. A few special team memories I just wanted to make sure that I shared. Beating Northern Iowa in their final match at the Old West Gym facility where we had never won before, and it was definitely one of the toughest places in the Valley at the time to play. It was just so amazing to make history that night. Then turning around the following year and beating them at their place, their brand new facility in the McLeod Center. I felt like we kind of wanted to start a new tradition there, so after being down 2-0, we came back and won in a tremendous 5-game match. It was very much fun, I remember. Last but certainly not least, taking a set from the Nebraska Huskers, who went on to be the 2006 national champions in a team that only dropped 4 sets the entire season, one of them being to the Jays in front of a record-breaking 12,000 plus crowd at the Old Quest Center. It was an unbelievable day, and a match that I hope that a lot of Creighton volleyball fans will never forget. I'm certain that my teammates would agree that we are so proud to be a part of this program, so proud to be a part of what they continue to accomplish each year. It's truly phenomenal. Those that know volleyball know that it's impossible to have any sort of success without the whole team's willingness to work, serve, and sacrifice with and for one another. So many of my teammates worked hard day in and day out and didn't receive any recognition whatsoever, some not even receiving playing time. I think that those are the players are the backbones of successful teams, and I think a number of people here tonight can probably relate to that, and I feel that when individuals on a team have success, everyone should feel that they are a part of it, and that's just sort of how teams work. All the student athletes, you guys are so fortunate to have coaches, boosters, academic and athletic staff, and countless fans supporting you constantly and believing in what you do both on and off the court, the field, the course. There's certainly much to be proud of. So whether you are a player, a booster, alum, if you're on staff, if you're just a fan, and whomever else you decide to support along the way, I hope that you all, like my grandfather, choose to wear your Creighton pride closest to your heart. Be proud to wear blue and support the Jays. I know I will. Thank you again.